Ask any person what they think is the most important or controversial issue in America, and I can guarantee that gun violence will be one of the most frequent responses. It feels like there is some sort of attack every other week, and naturally, Americans are both outraged and worried. In tandem with these recurring events, many politicians are trying desperately to get legislation passed to prevent mass-scale gun violence, but they're going about it entirely the wrong way. Based on the evidence regarding firearms and gun control, our current efforts to thwart gun violence are ineffective. We need to move our thinking away from the guns themselves and focus more on the people committing these crimes and the places they occur. Many people want to tackle this problem head-on by focusing on the tools of these killers, namely the guns they use. Trying to get certain guns banned, such as AR-15s, or certain attachments like pistol grips, rifle stocks, or large magazines. This is entirely the wrong way to go about finding a solution for this ever-growing problem, which I think is most evident in an interview with Stephen Williford, the man who stopped the Texas Baptist church shooting in 2007.
I had a AR-15 with an EOTech on it.
Sure.
And I trained at 20 yards. That's no real great, amazing shot. I shot between the two Kevlar plates. And we exchanged fire, and he hit the neighbor's car's windshield. He hit the neighbor's house. And he got into the vehicle, and I fired it again. And he fired two more shots through his side. Well, actually, he fired two shots through his side window first. And I noticed the two distinct pistol shots coming through the sides of the window. And I fired my AR-15 again, and it took the window down. It fell.
Okay.
And I took another shot. And at this point, I'm shooting where his head would be.
Right.
And he started the vehicle, and he turned down 539, which is a highway, and he took off. And I took one more shot at what I perceived would be about his head through the back windshield, and it shattered.
Without the range, magazine capacity, and accuracy the AR-15 affords, Stephen never would have been able to stop this shooting. Even more, if he had no weapon at all, the shooter, Devin Kelley, would have gone on to kill even more people. It's quite evident in this scenario, as well, that the police took far too long to get to the scene. This is consistent with a study conducted by the National Sheriff's Association, which found that it takes the police an average of 18 minutes to arrive at a scene of a mass shooting. Now, what does this anecdote show? It not only shows that the focus in solving gun violence is wrong, but it is also detrimental. There are two things wrong with this case, which is emblematic of where our focus on gun violence needs to be: the people and the places. Firstly, after the shooting, it was found that Devin Kelley was severely deranged, having many instances of domestic violence, sexual assault accusations, and animal cruelty. He had even been admitted and escaped a mental health facility. However, he was able to get a gun regardless. Next, the place it occurred was a Baptist church, a gun-free zone. Had Mr. Williford not been as close as he was, the shooting could have been much worse. And if someone had been in the church with a firearm, this incident could have been over before it even started. Because of this, I think it's obvious that our focus on combating gun violence is wrong. We need to actively start focusing on the people and the places rather than the guns. We need to get better background checks and mental health screenings to stop ill-intentioned people from getting firearms, and we need to better protect gun-free zones such as schools or churches, either by allowing concealed carriers in them or by hiring armed security. Therefore, the next time you discuss gun control with your friends, family, or anyone interested in the topic, try to bring the focus to where a difference can actually be made.